Today we're going to be in Leviticus. I know that's a part of the Bible, Old Testament, really kind of people think of it, they think of law, they think of like heavy and hard to read, but it's got some really, really great stuff because God's law, when we look at it, yeah, it accuses us, but when you look at it, it shows like really what He desires for our lives in so many ways, and in a way He paints life that if we trust Him, it'll look like this. So there it becomes something like, I pray we don't write these books off, but we go, yeah, there's some really important things. In fact, Leviticus 19:18 says this. It says, "You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the sons of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." In fact, this whole section, there's that refrain, I am the Lord, I am the Lord your God, talking about us not doing all these different things, you know? And so this is like this whole section of Leviticus, this is the thing, like vengeance doesn't get you anywhere. It causes more problems. In fact, it causes you to sin. You ever thought about that? Like somebody sins against you and they do something, let's say it's really evil. So you're going to do something evil and sinful, like to get back at them? Like that makes absolutely no sense. But we don't even leave room for us to think about it or entertain that. It's all just, they're evil. Whatever I do is frankly justified. We rationalize it, but Leviticus goes like, hey, in fact, there's a verse right before this one that says, you should not hate your brother in your heart, but reason frankly with your neighbor, lest you incur sin because of him. In other words, what's the old saying? Two wrongs don't make a right. They don't make anything right. We look at what God is calling us to do, to love one another, love our enemies even. We're called to pray for those who persecute us, to wish for the best for them. Now again, we don't necessarily have to, we don't want to encourage someone to be evil. We don't want to just go, oh yeah, it's fine, do whatever you want. Being doormats is not the answer either. Because what happens is we're allowing someone to keep sinning and we're giving them the impression that it's okay. But there's a different way. Instead of getting back, what if we talk with them? What if we were to say, hey, you know, and again, they may not want anything to do with it. But from our standpoint, we're going to still rely on God. We're going to go with His power. We're going to go with His plan, His ability. And we're going to love. We're going to continue to try to say, okay, how can we bring this love of Jesus to this person? Be reminded of it ourselves, because I think when we get angry, we need to hear that, most especially during those times where we're feeling so righteous. Self-righteous, right? Like we're justified. Not really. We need to know this forgiveness, and we need to know that we want that to be driving what we do every day, all right? So what would Jesus undo? He would undo this need for retaliation, for revenge, and instead He replaces it with forgiveness, mercy, with love, all the while as we trust in Him and what He's done for us, all right? So share this with somebody, and again, please get the word out on these videos. They drop every day at 6. Would love to have you. You can sign up at our website, christmemorial.us, to get the texts of the passage and the link to this video. Would love to have you on that text list as well, all right? Talk to you next time for another follow-through.